Hi everyone, I'm Cinder89 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. If you head in this door in town, which is locked, you need the Baron key. You find the Ancient Waterway, Basement 4. There are, if I remember right, a lot of hidden treasures here. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna remember and find, but there are quite a few. You really have to look around and not do that. The best advice I can give is to hug the walls. That's typically how you will find secrets. The other thing you need to know about this area is that it has some tough enemies. Not necessarily these, although they will do a lot of damage. Yay, counter. If Yang has a lightning call, lightning. Where is? Well, that's not right. No, I don't want to. I guess just defend Tella. His abilities are messed up for some reason. I'll have to fix those. Tella has a lightning rod, or Yang has a lightning claw. You'll do a lot of damage to the enemies in this area. You could think that it's just like when Radia and Cecil was still a Dark Knight and they met Tella in that cave. You'll face similar things here. Has everyone remaining in the castle gone over to the enemy? That's a good question. Oh, it didn't say for some reason. There we go. Thunder Rod. The Thunder Rod will help here a lot. The enemies are typically weak against lightning. The other things you'll want a lot of Maiden's Kisses. Trust me on this. And how many? 20 Echo Orbs. Okay. I think that'll do. You'll want a lot of those. The Echo Herbs and the Maiden's Kisses. Probably more Echo Herbs than Maiden's Kisses. Splasher and Electrofish. Let me go ahead and Libra. That way you can get an idea of just what you're facing here. That way we can see its HP, and then you'll know more about the enemies. Hit it. Now, as you can see, the game tries to hurt you here if you have too many lightning things. The Electrofish absorbs lightning. So if even one of Yang's claws, as we've seen, is a lightning claw, a thunder claw, then you will heal the enemy instead of hurt it. Hopefully Cecil didn't kill it. Cecil killed it. Liberate next time. Hey, free potion. So just keep that in mind. In cases like that, as you can see, there's treasures down there. In those types of cases, you will want to have Cecil kill them, or cast a spell. Hello. And the great thing about Libra is once you've Libra'd the enemy, it stays forever. So you only have to do it once per enemy. Weakness, ice, and absorbs water. Hit. Or is that lightning? They use that as the lightning thing? Oh no, because Yang does have an ice claw too. Okay. Let's say the thunder or lightning should have a like a lightning bolt. Which brings me to how Yang's claws work, because I've never really gone over that. You've seen it now. If the enemy is weak to one of the elements, then they will take additional damage. However, if they absorb or are resistant to one of the elements, then they'll do that too. The claws don't cancel each other out. And if they're weak to and absorb one of each, I don't know which takes priority. I think the absorb takes priority, actually. And so you'll just heal them. So, something to keep in mind. It's why it's not a terrible idea to have different claws for Yang. Like, to buy a fire claw and to switch out his claws as appropriate. His target status, it only has 55 HP. You should remember the Fang Shell enemy. We saw them long time ago, so they won't be a threat. It's the other newer enemies that could be. Hey, it's all leveled up. And lost a point of stamina. Is he getting older every time he levels? Foul things lurk in forgotten places. The darkness is gone from him, from his armor, and his soul as well. I sense monsters about. This must be their infernal lair. Ugh, awfully musty and moldy. There we go. It just dawned on me I didn't go over the other characters. Pretty sure I was supposed to not go this way, because this is the way forward. Ugh. Which means I should backtrack down there. Because this is the way forward, right? Right. Good job. Go me! Give me just a second. Okay, let's check out what's down here. This is the way to these treasure chests. There we go. High potion. And an ether. That's good. And more crocodiles. That's not a big deal. Or gators, I should say. Flame rod. Yang will kill one. Tick. And that's that. Make sure everybody gets a little bit of healing. Now, I see they absorb water. You may think of water. Yeah, it's technically separate from ice. I don't remember if it was that way in the old games. I honestly can't remember. There's a Zeus's Wrath. There's not a lot of ways to do. Hey, 3 high potions. Not a lot of ways to do water damage. Oh yeah, we still don't know the. We can do this. Oh, counterattack. You're gone. It would be neat if it seems like every time Cecil gets hit, counter goes off. That there is no chance that if he gets hit with a melee attack, it looks like that he's going to counter, which is neat. Usually in RPGs, counter is a chance. You just have a chance to counter. Oh, that is not who I wanted, Libra. Great. So when I was going to, died. Thunder Rod. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure that we get this. Heal. $284. That's how much HP we have. So there we go. Brace, which is he defends himself, right? It's like a stronger defense. Honestly, don't remember. I remember that I went over it. So if you're watching these, you know, back to back to back, you'll know better than I will. Okay. Is that everything? I guess so. Maybe there's no hidden treasures here. Maybe it's the next floor. Or maybe I just don't remember where they are. That's That's more likely, actually. That's much more likely. Healing staff. And won't even get a chance to use the healing staff because I swung with Cecil. Bye! Kind of dawned on me after I clicked attack. Let me heal the party real quick. There we go. Like I said, having Cecil, like I said a few episodes ago, having Cecil heal out of battle is great. Because more than likely he's not healing in battle. He'll be too busy damaging the enemy. Hit, Thunder Rod. This is over. Honestly, the fish aren't the problem. We haven't seen the enemies that are actually the problem. The electro fish are interesting because they kind of go against the rest of the area here, which a lot of these enemies are weak to thunder, as you've seen, and they absorb that. Nothing. Okay, let's go to basement 3. As you can see, we're climbing up. Here? No. Acted like there was something there, but I guess not. Attack the electrofish. You attack the other electrofish. You heal. And that'll do it. Again, not overly difficult fights yet. As we get further in this ancient waterway, we'll go up against some really annoying enemies. At least I remember them being here. It'd be nice if they weren't here anymore. I'd be okay with that. A mallet, which gets rid of the tiny status effect. Oh, and Palom now knows Drain. And Porum also gains a level. Good. There's one. Here we go. And it's much easier to see with the map. You can see that there is a... that there's this place over here. It's like, hey, what's this island doing over here? That brings us here. There should be a treasure. Here's another way. There's a treasure. Let's see if this is the one I'm thinking of. Flame Rod, attack, heal. And basically I'm letting Porum go just so I can get some free healing for everybody. I wish I had a fast forward button right here, just because this animation takes forever. Takes a lot longer than some of the other animations. Because it just goes one by one to each person. They could have just had everybody glow. That would have been better. Inside here? No, Hermes sandals. That's not what I was thinking of. Useful. Still useful, but they give haste, if I remember right. Thunder Rod, Healing Staff. Having the Thunder Claws freeing at this part is extremely useful. So is him having the Ice Claws. They work really well here. Or would have worked well if I had people attack correctly. The Flame Rod should do well enough, though. There we go. Good, good. Easy enough, right? Yay, potion. Now let's go down here. Like I said, this is much easier with the... See, this has a lot of just hidden passageways, which I always thought was really cool as a kid. It's like, oh wow, there's all these additional places to explore. It was even harder then, because, oh, counter. Huh, well. that's that. It was even harder to explore though because you had to remember where you were going. You didn't have a map. And remember, okay, I've been down this path, I've done this path. You could end up spending quite a bit of time here just trying to explore and find all these little hidden alcoves. Trying to find more treasure. It's something that always stuck with me. I always thought it was really cool. Let's see, to get to that one we have to go a different route. But let's go this way. Now there is one thing in particular I remember being in here. Not that I'm going to use it, but I would like to show it off anyway. That one. And again, not hard battles. The battles aren't a big deal. Flame rod. Good enough. Alright. Oh, diet ration. And at least we haven't seen the annoying enemy yet. I like how they even have this marked. Let's see. That's the way we want to go. Okay. So I'm going to get back to the other side and we'll explore it. Give me just a sec. Okay, let's... Gee, thanks. At least it's an easy fight. And attack. Let's explore this other part here. Off screen, Yang gained a level. A usual, more HP, you know, an additional point of strength, etc., etc. You go this way. Bronze hourglass. Which again, useful. And one more treasure here. So think about doing this without a map. It's, again, it was still something I really enjoyed. And spider silk. No, not exactly what I was looking for. It was something that I really enjoyed as a kid, was exploring and trying to find all these treasure chests. You know, even though I didn't have a map. Bye. And yes, of course, I won't get the healing staff, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, another quick cut just so I can save time and meet you at the stairs to the next basement. Alright, that's all I gained a level. You see a bit of spirit. And we're here at the area to basement 2. As you can see, there's not a lot here. Preemptive strike. Works for me. The alligator we've seen before. So close. Cecil can almost one-shot that without it being weak to anything. Without him having its weakness. Which is nice. Flame rod, that'll just leave the Gigas Gator, which is dead on the next hit. Good, didn't even get a chance to go. Alright. There's a treasure. Is it over here? No. See, I remember there being hidden treasure chests. I remember exactly how to go. Here we go, a new enemy. Hydra. Let's cast Libra. Weak to thunder. You see that now. 514 HP. Weak to thunder, so easy enough to kill. There we go. Done. Oh yeah, free antidote, which kind of tips you off to what they can do. If I remember right, they can poison. There it is. It also completes this. It gets us 3 remedies. Have we had a remedy yet? No, we have not. Remedy removes most status ailments. Remedies act like Azuna. They get rid of a whole bunch of status ailments. Works like the spell Azuna. It gets rid of a whole bunch of status ailments. Extremely handy. Oh, good. Preemptive strike. It really doesn't matter because everything's going to die anyway. And thanks, Jake. Thanks for just absolutely obliterating that enemy. And flame. Good. All right. Oops. An ether. What have I been feeling like I missed the item that I was thinking about in here. Here we are, basement 1. I see there are a few places to go. Oh, back attack. Constrict. Oh, yes, you have constrict. Swap rows. Staff, kill one. Constrict makes a character paralyzed, I think. It's paralyzed or slow. They keep missing, which is good. I have no problem with that. I want to say it's paralyzed, though, so the character can't do anything until it wears off or you heal it. Easy enough. Now, one of these is the way to go. The other one has treasures and a save point, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Save point. And then there's a treasure over here. Didn't need the map for this one. Because this is what I was thinking of. The Ancient Sword. The Ancient Sword is a weapon for Cecil. It has less attack power and less accuracy as well. Also lowers the spirit. But it can inflict the curse status. Now, I'll be honest, I always forget what curse does, like in every game. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've heard this from me several times, because curse always does different stuff in every RPG, it feels like. But the Ancient Sword can inflict the curse status. I don't recommend equipping it, honestly, because your Mythgraven Blade, or Paladin Blade, if you're playing an older version, does more attack power and has the holy element. The whole may curse enemies just doesn't impress me. It never did anyway. It may be better in this version. You know, I can't say for sure whether it is or not. But I would rather just flat out have the more attack power, because that's what Cecil's doing. He's swinging at enemies. But make sure to rest here. If you're running low on MP, you've been casting a lot, you can use a tent here, of course. It's a save point. But just make sure to save your game, though. I highly recommend saving your game, because you're not going to be able to for a little bit. This will be the last save point you have for a little while. And as we go on, you'll see just why this is important. We're now at Baron Castle, as you can see. We're in the moat. which is, this is how we're gonna sneak into the castle. It's very cool. I always thought that was neat. It's like, oh man, yeah, sneak into the castle. Let's see, this goes to the basement. This isn't the place I was thinking of. Darn. Baron Castle. West Tower floor 1. West Tower floor 2. Yes, here we go. Cecil's bedchamber. Yes. Even though they've kicked him out of the Red Wings and they know he's not on their side anymore, his bedchamber is still here. And yes, you can still rest here. So, forget what I said about the tent. Don't use a tent. Come here and rest. This is kind of forgotten about. A lot of people would just not rest there. What's become of His Majesty? I hope Sid is alright. Odd. I hardly sense any humans here at all. Things are too quiet here. Something is amiss. There is a strong evil in this place. Perhaps he is here. Wow! This is the castle where Cecil grew up? Yes, it is actually. Now with all the cutting, I have no idea what kind of time we're looking at. I'll be honest. I'll keep going for a little bit. Let's see, I believe this is how we'll get into the main part of the castle. Baron Castle. No, not through here. I think I took a wrong turn. Back down we go. Sorry, folks. Let me, get my bearings here a little better. Here we go. This should be it. Alright. Now we got it. Baron Castle floor 1. Lord Cecil! You're alive! Oh! Bygone, tell me you've not joined him too. Him? Go, Bez. I am captain of His Majesty's Royal Guard, Cecil. My loyalty belongs to Baron, now as ever. Forgive me, then. I'd heard that Sid is being held here. Is it true? I fear it is. I led my men here in hopes of rescuing him, but only I survived. I see. Will you come with us, then? Your blade would be most welcome. Remember, he's the captain of the guard. Consider it yours, my lord. Alright, Captain Bygone of Baron joined the party. Sweet. So yeah, his blade will be most welcome. What is it? Something stinks. I smell it too. A monster stench. What? Be on your guard, my lord. Huh. His acting stinks too. You would expect him to try a little harder to fool us, wouldn't you? So you have gone over. Why must you keep accusing me of being some kind of traitor? I'm merely repaying a great man for the wonderful gift he gave me. Behold! And with that, you get into a fight with Bygone, who's a boss. Now, the trick with Baigan is he actually has 3 different things. He has his right arm, his left arm, and him himself. The trick is going to come in the fact that you're only going to get to do this once, by the way. Enjoy this once. Ah, there's haste. He's going to cast a whole bunch of things to help himself out. Let's get this protect on everybody. Oh, Cecil knows protect. I could have Cecil use a, I'd like to get rid of the poison. Where is it? Antidote. Almost there. Yes, I'm waiting on purpose, because I want to show this off. You get 1 twin cast. Comet! Enjoy it while you have it. Ah, I should have used Bluff again. My bad. Because whenever Baigan gets hit with the spell, he's going to counter with Reflect. You get 1 spell cast. 1 good one, anyway. After that, well, he now has Reflect, so you're not going to get him that way. After that, you're going to be stuck just using your basic attacks. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because he can't, he will no longer be able to cast haste on himself either. So when haste runs out, he won't have haste. Now, after a short period of time, he is going to die, apparently, if you get him good with 1 spell. Twin cast is a good option. Another good option is to have Tella cast a 3 spell. Choose the 3 spell of your choice. Fire, lightning, or ice. Sorry, again, going old school. Use Viraga, Blizzaga, or Thundaga. Nail him good once. Once you do that, you'll just have to fight him normally. Especially in this version. The other versions, Twin Cast didn't do quite this much damage. In this version, Twin Cast is huge. Palm's level increased. Yay. Level 27. And Cecil's level increased. Good, more strength. And Porm's level increased. And Yang's level increased. Oh, old man, what are you doing? You shouldn't be so quick to trust people. Even Baigan. Yes, sadly. Then it is true. His Majesty must be as Baigan was. A man turned monster in body and mind. How horrid! Had I remained under their spell, I may have become like him as well. The evil goes thick. It seems to be coming from the throne room. I suppose it would be hard on him. This used to be his home. Yeah, you are right about that, Palm. A few things you could do. Well, you. Protected Shell will help you if the battle goes longer. This is actually way easier than his previous iterations. His previous iterations had more HP and the battles seemed to last longer. Protected Shell will help you. Always throw those on in battle. Now that Tella has all of his spells back, Haste is a wonderful choice. Boost target speed. Boost Cecil or Yang, or both, if Tella has the MP left, which he should. Haste them both, that way they could get a whole bunch of turns and do a bunch of damage to Baigan. After that, just keep the arms down, because the arms have, like, Drain and can cast, I believe it was the arm that casted Haste. So there's just a lot that can hurt you. Again, especially in this version, the Steam version / DS version. It would have done even more damage if I remembered to bluff beforehand. Baigan will not use Reflect until he's hit with the spell. So like I said, you get one. Make it count. Bluff with Palm, that way his int is even higher and you get more damage. And go off with Twin Cast. Twin Cast is so deadly in this version. Made it really good. In the other versions, it would do quite a bit of damage and still hit everybody, but not this kind of power. It wouldn't hurt to get some sleep. I highly recommend you come up here and heal up. And for nothing else, that way Telok can get his MP back, because he doesn't have a lot of it. Hey, you heard what Telok said? There is a... Nope, that's not the right way. That there is a strong evil emanating from the throne room. Well, we'll do that next time. We're going to confront the King of Baron. His Majesty, as Cecil calls him. And find out just what's going on. So, until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a lot of fun. Until the next episode, I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone. Oh, wait. Now I'm going to have to do the whole outro again. Great. One last thing. About the arms. After you defeat Baigan, if the arms are still alive, shortly after the main body, Baigan, dies, the arms will self-destruct, doing a ton of damage. This is bad, because it could kill... The self-destruct does a ton of damage, and it could kill a character, and then they don't get EXP. Because the battle will be over. They're both going to self-destruct. So, try to keep the arms down. Just wanted to throw that in there, because that's a big thing. You want your characters to all get the large amount of EXP from the boss fight, and they could get cheated out of it that way. So just wanted to warn you about that. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.